I get paid or Friday, but I need cash now. Call JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. What is happening, guys? S4J, alright, about to bring you guys some trading card game matches real quick. What is happening? I'm hella excited today. And I've been trying to narrate this video for like the longest time. It's like 18 minutes long. It's like my 7th or 8th take. I've lost count. But, you know, I'm getting a little bit more frustrated with myself. It's like, I'm stuttering and, you know, I'm biting my tongue. Or, yo, I bit my tongue on the 5th take, man. Not to take like a whole hour break. I was so upset. So my day off, you know what I'm saying? Like, the other day was my day off and I was trying to narrate it so I won't have to, you know, just suddenly have to worry about rushing to do it before I go to work. But anyway, whatever. Enough excuses, enough Oprah drama. Let's get on to the battle. Let's go on, you know, let's get it on right here. The reason why you click this video is to be entertained. Yes, that's what we do. That's why you come to me, son. Anyway, what I'm going to do, right, I'm going to Pokemon Communication out for a Cyndaquil so I can have another thing on my bench, get him to the Typhlosion Prime a little bit faster, and also to get access to energy. I was like, yo, where the hell are my energies? I was about to be so upset if I Professor Oaked out and I still didn't get an energy, because I wanted to thin out my deck a little bit more, hence why I let off with the Thundurus so I could, you know, thin out my deck, and then, like, I could set up the Reshiram and the other Thundurus that I have in my deck also a little bit faster, with the Ninetales and the Typhlosion Prime, so I could have, you know, Pokemon with energies, equip multiple energies per turn, as well as get more draw power. So I was thinking about getting, I noticed that, hey, Cleffa would be able to get the job done a little bit faster, so I can switch out of the Thundurus that I have on the field for the Cleffa, shuffle my hand, but, you know, I have the Electrike and the Ninetales in my hand already, so I want to evolve those guys next turn, and also it won't hurt to thin out my deck like I said a little bit earlier, so I'm just going to go for the charge this turn, equip another Electric Energy onto Thundurus, which makes 2, and it looks like I'm in good standing. Full bench first turn. Look at that shit. 2 Pokemon about to evolve next turn. That's hella crazy right there. So he has a Cleffa on his own. A Smoochum actually, which I didn't even pay attention to at the time. I thought it was like a Jinx or something like that. That's what happens when you look away and your girlfriend's talking to you and things like that when you're playing the game. It's like you're not able to pull out your best like I really want to. So I'm thinking like, okay, it's a Jinx. I didn't even bother to look. Common sense would have told you, okay, Gashiv, I don't know what it is. Let's just, you know, go on the magnifier and look to see what it is for clarity, but hey, I didn't do that. Anyway, I'm just going to evolve my Ninetales into a, evolve my Vulpix into a Ninetales, and evolve my Tynamo into Electric. So I'm going to play the switch now so I don't have to discard any energies on my Thundurus, you know, to switch it out for the Cleffa, and I'm going to be able to refresh my hand. So it's asleep, that's pretty great, and I get Collectors, Junk Arms, and some energies. So on the off chance that this happens, that I get a Tails, I'm not able to wake up next turn, I can Junk Arm 2 Pokemon that I get from the Pokemon Collector that I don't necessarily need as of now for another switch. Whoa, look at that E-Vire. I never had to face the E-Vire before, so I don't even know what it does. I just want to, you know, I'm just waiting for surprises and things like that, because hey, that's the fun of it. It's like, you know, in Yu-Gi-Oh, the card is like obviously right there, right? When you play in real life, tangible real life, it's like, okay, we could just like come and read the card. Well, on the show, it's like, oh no, that card has an effect like that, and the card's been like on the field for like 5 minutes. So I guess that's kind of what I'm doing in a sense. But anyway, I just played a Junk Arm, right? I'm gonna discard a Cyndaquil and a Fire Energy. I think I'm gonna gain access to a switch, and then afterwards, later on, I'm just gonna probably get up for Pokemon Communication so I can get a Cyndaquil now, and then worry about getting you know, Typhlosion Prime. So I'm gonna take a chance, right, with my Ninetales, and boom, get a Typhlosion and another Junk Arm. So I'm able to get a Pokemon Communication, right? I'm gonna save the Thundurus that I have in my hand so I can Pokemon Communication that out. I don't necessarily need another Tynamo, although another Tynamo would be nice. But then, you know, I could just Pokemon Communication out the other Thundurus that I have in my hand, since I need a Typhlosion Prime a little bit later on in the game. For Cyndaquil, evolve that. I definitely do need some damn rare candies, man. I only have 1. You know, I have 1. I pulled 1, but, you know, 1 isn't enough. And I actually have to go back and ask Paintball Lewis, because he has, and I told him I'll get him 3 booster packs for 1. Because I think that's how much they're worth, 3 booster packs, right? So I'll do that a little later on. So I'll play the switch so I'm not a sitting duck, you know, completely for the next turn. And I'm just going to switch that out real quickly. And then, hit this thing off for 80 damage. So yes, because you know it's a damn E-Vire. I'm sure it does something. You know. Anyway, he set up the Zekrom there. He has the E-Vire light on Zekrom, so that's the thing I'm really afraid about. I don't even trust me, guys. I don't even know about E-Vire as of yet. You guys are looking at me like, dang, Kashif, you better do something about that damn E-Vire, man. But anyway, he's communications out for another Zekrom, so I'm looking at 2 of these bad boys and another E-Vire. So it's my turn. Kulav evolves into Typhlosion Prime. I have another fire energy in my hand that I can discard in order to draw 3 cards. But before I do that, I'm just going to thin out my deck a little bit more from the basic cards that I could potentially draw out with Ninetales' Pokemon Power. I said Ninetales is. Ninetales Pokemon Power, you know, ability which enables me to draw 3 cards. So in short, I don't want to be drawing one of the basic cards. You know, if I could just thin out my deck with a Pokemon Collector since I don't have another supporter in my hand. So I'm just going to discard the other fire energy. I couldn't get it back with the Typhlosion's Pokepower. So I'm just going to draw into another collector, which is great. I could rinse and repeat. That's what I wanted to say. Rinse and repeat next turn, meaning that I could do I could do the Pokemon Collector before doing the Ninetales ability next turn. So I'm just going to attach the energy onto Reshiram, get it prepared a little bit. 10 damage means that the outrage damage output, which will do a little bit more potentially to common threats, I guess, that he has on his field. So I'm just going to hit this thing with a Disaster Vault. Discard the fire energy because I can also attach the fire energy onto Thundurus as opposed to discarding an electric energy and having to switch Thundurus to my bench in order to attach another electric energy with the electric and then having to switch it back. So I have to like probably waste a switch or something like that. He's gonna go on to Smooching, right? And he's gonna switch one of the electric energies that I have on Thundurus onto my Cleffa, which makes it completely useless because Cleffa has no use for any energies none whatsoever. So I'm gonna attach another energy onto I think onto Typhlosion Prime or something like that before drawing. So I discard one, I drew 3 cards, I drew into another collector, but that wasn't necessarily smart because I did happen to draw into a Cyndaquil, which I could have actually avoided, hence if I played the Pokemon Collector first. And it's like, hey, why aren't you playing Collector? Because I'm thinking like, hey, I already got what I kind of needed. You know what I'm saying? I got like the Reshiram. I'm feeling pretty good. So it's like, hey, I'm doing it like the dumb cocky thing. I'm not drawing into anything else or whatever like that. I'm feeling pretty good. And this deck I just like made and things like that. So I'm gonna play the Blue Flame because like I said before, I didn't know that was a just a little Smoochum. I mean, I did say so earlier in the narrative because after the game I did realize that it was a Smoochum. But you know, during the time I'm looking at the picture, I'm like, yo, that's a Jinx, and I'm already familiar with the Jinx picture. So I'm like, you know, I got a Blue Flame that I can't one-shot it with the Outrage, which is what I was thinking, which I really could have. But you know, I guess we all make stupid ass mistakes like that. Except not really. You guys are looking at me like, yo, Kashif, man, get your shit together, right? I bet you. I mean, I'll probably be doing that too. So I'm just gonna play Typhlosion's ability on Reshiram, which enables me to do Outrage, so I don't necessarily have to worry about him reshuffling his hand with the Cleffa. 50 damage is more than enough for that thing, and I'm down half my prizes already. Drawn to another switch, which is amazing. Son, I got 3 switches in my hand. What you doing, son? You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. Oh shit, I spoke a little bit too soon. So he plays Twins, right? Which enables him obviously to get 2 of any cards that he has in his deck. And he took like about a minute, so I cut that out. You know, so he's gonna play a Rescue Energy. Fuck! Right? So I have to deal with another Zekrom. Not to mention that the Zekrom did happen to knock out my only Reshiram. Oh, wait a minute. I have the Rescue Energy too. Yes! Yes! So we're going to bring Cleffa out in here. So, you know, just to weigh out my options, see what I can do. And then afterwards, I can, you know, switch around and other things like that. Play the Reshiram that I just lost. Ha! Dragons, come back, son! I'm the real Phoenix, son! We burn, son! We throw our bodies in our own flames and we get reborn up in here. So I'm going to attach another energy onto the Thundurus, right? You know, to potentially inflict more damage onto the Zekrom. I know he won't necessarily want to do his last attack because I mean, you know, even though it would kill me, I guess he will have access to another prize. But then I guess since he doesn't necessarily have the 2 Pokemon that he has in the back row set up, I think he wants to like save his Zekrom for a little bit later to give him more time to set up his Pokemon in the back, which is what I would do myself. So now he attaches a an electric energy onto his E-Vire and then attaches a Evalite onto his Zekrom, plays the Electabuzz, and then afterwards plays Professor O to refresh his hand. Draws into a Smoochum and plays Catcher. No! He's gonna destroy my draw power. No! But I like Ninetales. It reminds me of Naruto, even though I don't watch it. Yes! I just said that. I don't watch Naruto. Or Naruto. Okay? I was just making a joke about the Ninetales, you know, Naruto. But I know about it, but yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Anyway, I'm just gonna attach a Fire Energy onto Reshiram, get it started a little bit. Alright, 10 energy, 10 health down. Yes. Outrage damage output is gonna do a little bit more. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna retreat out for the Thundurus. Right? I think that's what I do. No, actually, no. I'm gonna undo that, right? And I'm just going to attach a Fire Energy onto Thundurus, which makes it able to attack that particular turn. I think that'll be enough to knock out the Zekrom, if I'm not mistaken, despite it having the Evalite and all that other jazz. So I'm just gonna switch out now. And then next turn, I'll focus on the Reshiram, because I do have Typhlosion Prime already set up. And it's looking pretty good, I guess. I'm gonna discard another Fire Energy. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired, guys. And then I'm just gonna take my 4th prize. So I have 2 left, and he's got 4, so I'm looking pretty good here. He's got the Smoochum, which doesn't have a retreat cost, and he's gonna play Professor Elm in order to gain. Wait for it. Yes, he's gonna gain that. Yes. I think he's gonna Pokemon Communication out for a Dynamo. I believe that's what he has. Yeah, I can imagine, since he got Professor Elm for the electric, and then next turn, the following turn, he'll be able to attach electrical energies from his graveyard onto the Pokemon that he has out on the field currently. So lucky for him, he gets a tail, so I'm not able to inflict any damage onto him next turn. I could have probably, paid a retreat cost for Thundurus and then actually killed that Smoochum that he has on the field to take my second to last prize. I'm just going to look at my graveyard a little bit faster, and then finally play Professor Oak. But then I just noticed that, hey, I had a Pokemon Communication and like 6 Pokemon in my hand. I should have actually Communication out for Quilava, and then the following turn I could have like another Typhlosion Prime to expedite me attaching Fire Energies onto my Pokemon a little bit faster. So, I could have did that, but I wasn't thinking. I was still in my cocky Vegeta mode. I'm the strongest Saiyan ever. When the androids all came out. Ha! No androids can beat me, bitch. Yes, and I took your joke. But anyway, what's gonna happen here? He evolves that. He plays yet another catcher, right? And I can imagine, in my opinion, he should have probably captured out the into the Typhlosion Prime. I guess a little bit earlier, because that's the thing I'm really using. That's the thing I'm really want to keep. So unfortunately, that E-Vire, I found out the hard way, is able to inflict 50 freaking damage to everything that I have on the field. What? That is nuts. Holy hell. No. I know you guys realized this maybe 10 minutes ago, but it's like, yo, I've never faced the E-Vire before, and I'm looking at this thing, pausing for a minute. Yo, it took me about 5 minutes to make this particular turn after that damage output. I was like, this is nuts. I gotta do something about this. And he's like, yo, I'm all safe. I can do 50 damage next turn, because I got the catcher. He has to attach 2 energies onto it, which will be my win condition, because he can knock out potentially all of my guys. But unfortunately for him, his plans are going to be thwarted a little bit, because I do have this Switch in my hand. Yes, Switch is very useful, guys. Guys don't use it. I swear to God, people don't use it. But it's very good. I can't be having E-Vire knocking out my post like that, son. Son, no. So, I'm just going to discard 2 and onto Barbecue. Yes. Re-barbecue human-looking Pokemon in here. Yes, you can die. You can die up in here. But anyway, he's down to his last option here, because if I kill another one of his Pokemon, I'll win the game. And I'm feeling confident, you know what I'm saying? I got my Thundurus, son. I got my Typhlosion Prime. I got Reshiram with damage counters on it. Man, you ain't doing nothing, son. You ain't doing nothing. But then again, he has the electric on the field. So if he has electric energy on his hand, which which he does. He can attach it onto the Zekrom, and then afterwards get an electric energy from his graveyard, attach it onto the Zekrom with the Valite, and then afterwards finish off the Reshiram. But he knows that Reshiram is vital, hence I was gonna actually switch it out the next turn to save it off for later on to attack whenever something becomes vulnerable for a good game. But he knows he has to finish it out now, which is smart, so I'm just going to bring out my Typhlosion Prime, being that Thundurus isn't quite set up yet, and Thundurus on my bench will be more beneficial than anything else that I have on the field at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach another energy onto Thundurus, get it set up a little bit faster, and hit this thing in order to discard one energy that I have attached to my Typhlosion Prime, as well as the Zekrom, more importantly. But then again, he still has access to Outrage, so, you know, oh, man. So, Outrage can still do a lot to me. But I can imagine that he would want to focus on his E-Vire that he has in the back row, so that E-Vire can potentially finish out the, the Cleffa and the Thundurus that I have out in the back row, which enables me. Oh shoot! He can finish off the Zekrom. I'm sorry, he can finish off the Cleffa and the thing that I have in my back row. Oh my gosh, that would be a good game for him. No. I'm gonna act like Kleiber now. I was so close. Victory was in my grasp, but it somehow slipped away. You know when he lost against Yugi in the Battle City? But anyway, this thing is scaring me. I can't finish this thing off in one turn. I don't have plus powers in this deck or anything like that. And my Reshiram, but it does. So, oh man, that sucks. I'm like looking at this turn. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? But you know, I do have Typhlosion's Poke Power, which I guess I can use to discard an electric energy onto the E-Vire. I just have to hope that he doesn't have like a junk arm, another switch or anything like that. Or anything, you know, so that he doesn't necessarily, he's not able to get electric energy or have enough energies to do that last attack, which inflicts 50 damage onto everything that I have in my back row. So, yes, come on. No! So he's going to switch out to Smoochum, right? Smoochum doesn't have a retreat cost. Attach an electric energy onto his E-Vire. Switch right back out. And then finish off 3 of my Pokemon for a good game. He finishes off, he only needs 2. But, you know, he's an overachiever. Finishes off 3. And, whoa, he finished off 4 of my dudes. Wow. He got a quad kill, son. So that was definitely a great game. Holy shit. Viewers, do not forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I definitely had a lot of fun. Peace. What you doing?